What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I wanted to do another trade breakdown on EU. This is going to be an intraday trade that I took on the 30th of May, which helped to pass phase 1 of my Alpha Capital challenge. You can see the screenshot here on the right. It was these two trades, the initial trade and then the scaling trade afterwards, to put my account over the line. So I'm going to try and break this down pretty quickly. It's going to be a very simple breakdown. As you know, I do believe that trading should be as simple as possible. It doesn't need to be very complicated. Naturally, the more complicated something is, the less sustainable it is to execute on. Before I go off on a tangent, let's just jump into the technicals of it straight away. Again, like I said before, I'm just going to keep this really simple and easy to understand. There's going to be a bunch of different technical patterns and methodologies and whatever that you can draw to analyze price here, but I'm just going to show you what I used and how I went about it. So weekly, we had this weekly displacement, right? So price tapped into that. On the daily, you can see that as well. We came pretty aggressively into this weekly displacement. And as you can see, price has been sort of trending up since the middle of April. You can see high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, and then a higher high. So naturally, I'm going to be looking for continuation longs to play this move higher. So price has been trending higher. Price taps into weekly displacement. What else do we have? Well, price aggressively sweeps previous weekly low down here, previous weekly low. So again, we saw that aggression lower, and then we saw a rejection from this H4 displacement. I simply saw this previous weekly low break, and what did we see after price broke that previous low? We saw price begin to correct and slow down. But after we see that big break of external liquidity, naturally we would expect some sort of reversal, some sort of pullback in price. And given the fact this was on Thursday, I was looking to play this move back higher. Alright, so let's jump onto the 15 and the executions of these trades and when and why I executed them. So again, looking at the 15, the entry was here. What can we see looking back? Well, again, price started to form that corrective nature lower on the 15 during London. Well, actually pre-London, we broke Asia low, and at that point I was looking for a 15-minute market shift for my entry. Again, good targets higher with this M15 displacement here, along with some, you know, your typical buy side liquidity targets. So Asia high, these highs here, and this cluster here. And so this was a long position that I took. It was just bang on the market shift. I had a buy stop on that. I set that just prior, so around 7:30 my time. Price chilled for a little bit and then pumped higher, breaking this Asia high, showing clear intent that price wanted to go higher and that buyers wanted to see this market go higher. So what I did then was, because I'm trading on a prop firm account, I'm looking for opportunities to scale in to winning trades. What do we see? So price broke Asia high with aggression, leaving behind displacement. We saw price come down here. At this point, my OT was drawn in. I had the 0.5 as well. And now after I saw this 5-minute rejection of the 50% retrace along with Asia high, this was the point that I decided to market X. Typically, I would like a 62 OTE. However, because of this big move higher, this Asia high being within here and us seeing that rejection, I was pretty confident just to market X that, have a fairly tight stop and be confident that this would be the low, and that if price came back down, it's likely that we would have further broke down lower. So we mark X this one with about 6 pips of SL. Take profit at 82.63. Now, some people wonder why my take profit was here. Plain and simple, this is the area that would pass my funded challenge. And it was in a decent area as well. I didn't have to push price too far. If it was sort of above this area, then I would have probably not gone with this. But because it was only just inside this 15-minute displacement, I was happy to put that there. And then obviously we saw price take us higher, and it really did not come back to entry here. Price just continued to move. It did sort of leave some wicks up at the highs here after breaking this buy side, which was somewhat of a concern. Here, but I had confidence in the overall setup. I'm not really one to take partials or anything like that, so I just continued to hold this one. And if we look to the 15 as well, price was still very much bullish in my eyes. This was just merely a pause in the move high. There wasn't any huge bearish intent coming into the market. There wasn't a huge amount of sellers coming into market in my eyes. So again, I was confident just to hold this one and just let price do its thing, which we eventually got tagged out at 1:35 my time for a total of 5.6 R, give or take. So that's basically the trade breakdown. Again, pretty simple, not really a huge amount that's gone into it. Keeping it very, very simple and just basic market principles and market structures and how markets move. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.